Good evening, stargazers. Unfortunately, due to unsafe weather conditions, we are unable to proceed with tonight's first Disney Starlight Parade.
It's day 2 of our Walt Disney World holiday, and we spent the day at Animal Kingdom. The plan for tonight had been to come to Magic Kingdom to watch the Starlight Parade. However, when we left Animal Kingdom, the heavens opened and it was pouring with rain. So Sarah's bailed out and gone back to the hotel because we don't know if they're going to do this parade in heavy rain. So I'm travelling solo and I've just arrived at Magic Kingdom. Okay, I've left Sarah and come to Magic Kingdom in the pouring down rain, as I'm hoping they still do the Starlight Parade, as tonight is our only chance to see it.
Good evening, stargazers. Unfortunately, due to unsafe weather conditions, we are unable to proceed with tonight's first Disney Starlight Parade. We invite you to an encore parade later this evening.
It's not looking good.
The My Disney Experience app for showtimes. Thank you for your understanding, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your night here at the Magic Kingdom.
Okay, we'll have a little look round. The rain has eased off a bit, but it's still kind of drizzling, and it's hard to see anything as my glasses keep getting wet. Didn't bring a hoodie with me today because this morning it looked nice and sunny, but luckily I've got my poncho, so at least I'm fairly dry. I have had to switch to my waterproof camera, which doesn't actually have a viewfinder, so if some of this filming is a bit dodgy, it's because I can't actually see what I'm filming. So I did my best, but it's not great. But please stick with it and give this video a like for my effort. I think the next parade was not scheduled till 10 or 11, and it's currently 8 o'clock. As soon as I enter the park, I realise I'm a bit out of my depth, as Sarah is the one that's usually in charge of directing where I go. I didn't want to pay for Wi-Fi on this trip, so I've been relying on Sarah and her phone, and I realise as I get into Magic Kingdom, I don't know how to work the app, and I don't know where I'm going, so I do waste a fair bit of time just wandering around aimlessly, not really knowing where to go. But I'm glad I'm here, and if there's a chance this parade is going to be on, then I want to see it. So I've currently been able to log on to the Wi-Fi here, so I can't use the park app, so I'm just going to walk about, I think. So hopefully with it raining, lots of people are going to be leaving the park now. We're coming here tomorrow and we've got from Lightning Lane. But I don't know if there's anything I can go on now that doesn't have too long a wait. It's been 18 years since I was last here, so I can't really remember my way around. Heading over to the PeopleMover. Okay, that didn't go so well because the PeopleMover is down. I think possibly due to the travelator upstairs because it's wet. So I'll walk around and find something else. Let's check out the time for Space Mountain. says 15 minutes, so I'm going to go for it and hope that's accurate. I rode Space Mountain for the first time in 1988 during my first trip here. I remember my mum thought it would be too scary for me because it's a roller coaster that takes place in the dark, but my brother was going on it and I wasn't going to be outdone by him. So I said I wasn't scared and I went on it as well. And probably was a bit scared, but I like to maintain the illusion that nothing fazed me. But I remember thinking Space Mountain was super cool, and I was super brave that I'd been on it at 8 years old. I'm at the back. So I attempted to film the ride here using my hands-free camera, which is on like a pendant around my neck. There were two problems. The first one being I had it angled a bit too high up, so it's getting like the ceiling. And the second one is, like I said, this roller coaster is in the dark, so there's not that much to see. So here's an edited version of what it was like. Don't know how much you're going to see in the dark here.
Shuttle. This is flight safety. Remain seated with arms inside.
As I came out of the shop, I was captivated by the mesmerising sight of Tron. first time I've seen this ride, and it really took my breath away, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to like this one because I've not seen the movie, don't really know what it is, and not really interested. So initially wasn't that bothered about it, but just seeing it in the dark here, it's so impressive. And the structure is such an interesting shape, and the way the lights change colour and move with the coaster as it goes round, it's just really cool. And I could have stayed there for hours, to be honest, just taking it all in. The music from Tron Ares was blaring in the background, and again, whilst I'm not like a big fan of that, it just really added something to the atmosphere, and it was just a really exciting place to be. And initially I'd told Sarah that I didn't want to do the lightning lane for this ride because it's not on the multi-pass. You have to pay extra for an individual lightning lane. So initially I'd said, I don't want to bother. But Sarah had ignored me and booked it anyway. And now I'm super pleased that she has, because tomorrow I get to ride this. And I can't wait. I believe we've got a lightning lane for this tomorrow, and the standby time at the moment is 60 minutes. So I think I'll wait till tomorrow, but I did want to see it in the dark. And it's a very cool, like, building it's in. As it's, the roller coaster's undercover, but there's like an open air section in the middle, which is kind of cool. And it means it can still keep operating in the rain, which is handy. Space Mountain was a lot rougher than I remember. From memory I thought it was a bit tamer than that, but there were lots of drops and some quite high ones, which I wasn't expecting, and I had a very good time. I'm glad I went on that. Picture done by a photopass person, so that's probably going to go to Sarah. She'll see it on the on her phone, it'll come through, and she'll probably think I've been on there, which I haven't. I'm waiting until tomorrow. Right, so let's see if I can get on the PeopleMover maybe. I don't really know what to do. I don't want to stray too far from like the Main Street area in case the parades start, as I'm not really keeping an eye on the time. Don't know what's going on over there. I think maybe a pop-up disco. I can't see anyone on the stage, but a few people having a boogie in the front, and I've got to keep speaking over the music. It's copyrighted. Let's head this way. I think this is where PeopleMover was. I'm a bit disoriented. No, I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I'll just join the party. Right. Can't find the entrance. There's so many like queue chains. Can I go straight up? Yeah. So I think this belt here is what got wet earlier in the rain, and that's why it was closed, because I imagine it gets very slippery. So I guess they had to wait for it to dry out a bit, because the actual PeopleMover ride is all undercover, I think, so the rain shouldn't affect it. And this is another old classic ride for me that I remember doing on my family holidays in the 80s and 90s.
Legs and other appendages inside your car, and please supervise younger.
This highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see tomorrow. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster laughs. There's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
Do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
This is faster than I remember. I thought it was quite a slow ride, but we're whizzing around here really quickly. There's a nice view of the park entrance.
Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green.
Oh, and the castle.
Favorite spots. First up, progress is over. I wonder if that means there's a tiny ORAC. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Lightcycle Run.
I love a good circuit.
We're going into Tron, hopefully. Get another look at it.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Another train just went past us. I thought we might be going in Tron. We're not. But we are going into Space Mountain. Another train. It's gonna get dark.
This is Star Wars.
It's quite a nice ride to go on, as it gives you an overview of the whole of Tomorrowland from a comfortable viewpoint. And you get to go through some of the attractions as well, like Space Mountain, for example. If you're too scared to ride it, you can just go on the PeopleMover and it takes you through the ride building, so you get kind of a feel of what it's like in there. This is the exit of Space Mountain down there. That's where you walk past.
Paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
That bit was a bit sharp. And it looks like the rain has stopped, so maybe we will get fireworks.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time, now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow, today. See you in the future.
They've just announced that Happily Ever After is about to start, so I'm racing towards the castle to get a good spot for it. I've been directed towards Main Street as it's quite crowded by the castle, so I'm hoping I find somewhere. There's a load of trees in the way.
Straight ahead, other end of the park, right hand turn.
I've got to go down the back of Main Street, which is not in. I was hoping to just slip in at the side, but it's all roped off, so it's a long walk. Hoping I make it on time. God, that was a long way around. I'm right at the start of Main Street, where the tree is. Happily Ever After fireworks show features music from many different Disney movies, including Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid, Princess and the Frog, Tarzan, The Lion King, Aladdin, also Pirates of the Caribbean. There are also projections on the castle, but I can't really see them from way back here. I feel like I would have had a better view if I'd have been closer to the castle, but it's not a bad view considering I left it right to the last minute. And to be honest, I'm just grateful the fireworks are on, because I thought they may be cancelled if the weather was bad, although I have been told that even if it's raining, the fireworks will usually still happen. But luckily for me, it stays dry throughout, so I don't get wet while I'm stood here. Although there is still a lot of dampness in the air, which creates quite a misty look for the fireworks. The show did go on quite a bit, to be honest, and I was hoping it would hurry up and finish because my feet were tired and my arm was hurting from holding my camera. So it was quite funny because before it even finished, people were starting to leave, and then when it looked like it was finishing at the end, loads of people started walking off, and then it kept on going, and you could hear people like, oh God. But I stayed to the end, and I did enjoy it. but my feet were really hurting, and yeah, it went on slightly too long, but good to see. So we finally got to the end of the fireworks, and now I've got about an hour's wait until the Starlight Parade. So I'm going to take this time to have a quick look around the shops on Main Street and then find a spot for the parade. This is where you can get portraits in silhouette, and you can get it of your dog as well. Can't see the prices from here though. My eyes aren't that good. And it looks like you can also get a personalised umbrella that's painted. That's the fireworks crowd leaving. I'm hoping maybe the Starlight Parade is going to happen and it won't be too busy. So we're actually coming here for a full park day tomorrow, and in the evening we've got Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party that we're both looking forward to. So I imagine Sarah's going to want to look in these shops as well, but I'll just have a quick look and make sure there's nothing that I need in here. So the first shop I'm starting off in is Uptown Jewelers. And as the name implies, it has jewellery, lots of lovely little trinkets and things with all the different Disney characters you can think of, along with a selection of ornaments and decorative pieces that vary in price. There's also lots of glassware, and I particularly like the Snow White apple. I think possibly the most expensive piece was this Cinderella's castle. $49,500 for this castle in the middle. Had quite a few things you could personalise in here, like a glass wand that you could fill with jewels, but it was kind of busy by the counters, so I couldn't really see what they were doing. You can build your own princess tiara, and you can pick from a selection of different tiara shapes, and then you select which colour jewels you want to put in it, and then they mount them for you and you have your personalised tiara. Sadly, the vlog ends here. What can I say? So it was all going so well, and then unfortunately it didn't go to plan. I came out of the shops after not that long and thought I'd better secure my spot for the parade. So I sat on the curb on the edge of Main Street in front of the shops, and because it had been raining earlier, it was already wet everywhere. But at this point it wasn't raining, so I took my poncho off to use it as a little seat so at least I wasn't sitting directly on the wet floor. So sitting on my poncho, I sat on the side of the curb for about 40 minutes, watching people pass down Main Street, but I was a bit too embarrassed to get my camera out and start filming myself. I did manage a couple of awkward looking selfies, but that's all I did, and then a couple of photos, because I was trying to save my battery for the parade, which didn't happen, if you can guess. It's disappointing, because that's why I was there, mainly to see the Starlight Parade, and we came so close. I'd sat there for like 45 minutes, and it was due to start at 10:30, and at 10:25 it started raining a little bit, and I was sat on my poncho, so I was only in a t-shirt because I'd forgotten to take a hoodie with me. And well, I say forgotten, I hadn't bothered taking the hoodie because in the morning it had been quite sunny, so I thought probably not going to need that. So that last 5 minutes I got soaking wet, and then as I thought they were announcing the parade, because all throughout this time I'm waiting they kept doing, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, soon our parade's coming," that kind of thing, and counting down to it. And we got to the final thing that I thought was going to be like, this is it, and they were like, "Sorry, we're not doing it." And it was just like, So I waited all that time for nothing, and wasted time that I could have been doing extra rides or something. So I was quite sad about it, but overall I'm glad I went, and I'm glad I had the extra time in Magic Kingdom, even though it didn't go as planned. But I will have to go back to do the Starlight Parade another time. So thanks for watching. Sorry about the rubbish ending. Next week you'll see our day at Magic Kingdom. I don't know whether I should give you a clue as to whether that's going to get spoiled as well, but we're not very lucky with the weather. I'll just leave it at that.